Hi, water signs. This is Gorgeous Gold coming on with your weekly energy update. I do want to take a moment to just give thanks to all of y'all that have continuously supported me. So blessed, so humbled, and so grateful. If you're new and the message resonates, hit that subscribe button. Also, guys, make sure you like these videos, share them with someone else in need. I do want to let you guys know that I'm going to be starting an Intro to Spirituality video series. It's my Attracting a Life Beyond Your Dreams, and up until this point it's kind of been on a variety of topics, but now I've decided to just hone it in, focusing it strictly on the Intro to Spirituality for those that are new to spirituality or maybe have kind of dabbled in it and need more guidance about it. I'm going to go into various topics and explain how to use them and everything like that. The first video will be uploaded tomorrow, so make sure you check that out, or if you know someone else that could benefit from it, please let them know or send that their way. All right, we're gonna go ahead and jump in. I want to ask the universe to bless this reading. I want to ask that our ancestors, guides, angels, and mentors are present and use me as a clear channel for the divine collective. Thank you in advance for all messages. I want to ask the universe to protect us throughout this reading. Place a bubble around us all. Fill that bubble with bright white light, 3 golden rings, and violet flames. May it shine so bright that nothing negative may ever attach. All right, here we go. Make the messages plain. First card out is the 10 of Clubs, which is the 10 of Wands. All right, water signs. Some major cycle ending. The Jack of Clubs. So you guys are having a very spiritual week is what I'm hearing so far. Clubs for me represent all spirituality all the time. Ooh. The Fool card. Okay, the 2 of Clubs. Wow. The outcome. Ten of Spades, which is the 10 of Swords. All right. So, oof, that is hurting my eyes. All right. So we start the week off with the 10. We end the week with a 10. You guys, this is a very major and important week for you. 10 of Wands suggests that this week could be very heavy for you. It's the 10 of Clubs in this deck, but this week is going to be a heavy week. There's going to be some cycles that you're closing out. There's going to be some tears that you are crying. There's going to be some people that you're having to let go of. There's going to be some ideas and thoughts and business plans and music and stuff like that that you had in motion that you're going to have to walk away from. And I do see you in a very painful state, but it's also in a state of realizing that in order for you to come into who you need to be, you're going to have to let go of who you once were. And so I do feel like this week is going to bring some truth to you, and you are going to see a lot more than you speak. And so what I'm saying by that is that some people already live their life that way, but there's going to be a lot that is brought up to the surface for you that you're going to really be seeing, and you're not necessarily going to do a lot of talking this week. So there's going to be a lot of people asking, what's wrong, and are you okay, and what's going on? And I honestly feel like this energy has already been around you, but you're going to be very, very, very silent, even more silent than usual. If you're always quiet, this week brings you more silence than ever before, and that is because the universe is showing you some things that you've needed to see for some time now. It's showing you a lot of areas of your life where maybe this wasn't quite what you thought, or this wasn't quite what you thought, and you're spiritually aligning with a new truth and a new sense of yourself and a new sense of how you need to move forward. And so yes, this is going to bring closure to a lot of situations, but ultimately it brings you that new beginning, because the Fool is the center of the reading. So then we have the Knight of Wands. Whatever spiritual truths come to you this week, whatever truths you align with this week that bring you some clarity that is much, much, much needed, water signs, you are going to act upon it. I really feel like normally if you receive some messages, maybe it'll take you a little bit of time to process it, and then you're like, I saw that, but is it real? Is it that? Like this week, you don't even have room to question. It's like you receive what you've asked for. You receive the clarity and the signs that you've been seeking. Maybe you've been wondering, what's going on in this situation and why do I feel this way, or what's happening over here. And it's like the universe is going to bring you face to face with all truths that you are needing right now to complete a cycle that you have been stuck in for longer than you've needed to be. And so whatever truths are revealed to you, you're going to receive. You're going to have the bravery and the courage to move forward and act accordingly. And so that is why you're probably a lot more silent than normal, because whatever is revealed to you, it's putting you into the space of, now I need to formulate my own plan and determine how I'm going to move forward so that I know, what is in alignment with me, what isn't, and so that I know what legacy I'm building. Really meditating, really getting connected. It's like you're using this quarantine time to really focus and focusing on what is important to you. I feel like all the signs are doing that. But, everyone's going to be at a different part of their journey, and everyone's going to be on a different part of their cycle, of their life. And so you're at the end of a very long and strenuous cycle. And honestly, the universe is saying that they've been trying to bring this cycle to an end for you for some time now. But everyone has their own journey, and we're not always open to receive what we need to receive when we need to receive it. And so things work out for us in the way that they're supposed to, when they're supposed to. And so we just need to know and trust that we're always going to be getting where we need to. By the middle of the week, in the center focus of your week, I'm not even going to stay by the middle of the week, because the whole week is about a new beginning. No matter what thoughts are in your mind, no matter what cycles you're closing out, no matter what demons you're facing and all that stuff, like no matter any of that, ultimately you're taking a leap of faith into yourself, and you're taking a leap of faith into the truth, and it's going to lead you to speaking some spiritual truth. Because whatever lessons you're learning this week, or tying up, or loose ends you're wrapping up and sowing these seeds, and you're like, what, I'm finally done. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be in that space. I don't want people to make me feel this way. I don't want this person to make me feel that way. Like whatever it's looking like for you, you're making a lot of spiritual movement and a lot of spiritual decisions, and lying down foundations based on your spiritual truth, whatever knowledge and wisdom is surfacing up for you, which is why you end the week with the 10 of spades, which is, sorry, in my last reading, I kept calling spades clubs, so I'm trying to be sure that I'm on point, on target. Anyways, the 10 of spades, which is the 10 of swords. So it's like by the end of the week, you close it out. You're done. You don't want to deal with it anymore. Whatever is revealed to you, you're acting on it, and you're like, what? I see this is what it is, and I know this hurts, but it's time. I gotta walk the F away. So there's a lot of doors closing, and it's time. It's been time. So we're gonna dive a little bit deeper into that. Sorry if you guys see my dogs. Why would he come lay on the cards? We're sitting outside, and my dog just decided that he wanted to lay directly on the cards. 10 of Wands is the 6 of Cups. Move your paw. No, I'm doing a reading. Jack of Clubs. Say hi to Tiny, everyone, and you can kind of see Hazel in the window right there. The 8 of Pentacles is clarifying the Jack of Clubs. The 4 of Pentacles is clarifying the Fool. Woo! The World. I knew this energy was here. You're closing it out. And then the 10 of Swords. Ooh. Okay. The Emperor and the Star. Okay, Tiny. Excuse me. Go lay down. You don't have to be right there. He's just going to stare at me from over there. Judgment is the bottom of the deck. So The Ten of Wands is clarified by the Six of Cups. For some of you guys, this is going to be in regards to some relationships that maybe haven't been as balanced as you would have liked them to be. Maybe you're giving more than you're getting, and maybe, you know, there hasn't been an equal give and take within the connection, so you're going to have to make some decisions on that. Really revisit why that is happening. For others of you guys, maybe you haven't been balancing yourself out. So it's kind of like you yourself haven't been giving the time and the required, like, the space that you've needed in order to accomplish some things. And so you've been kind of giving to one area of your life but neglecting the other, or doing this and neglecting that. And it's like this week, full circle, you're seeing now is the time for me to really get into balance, and for me to move accordingly, and for me to make the necessary changes that are required in my life, because I'm not happy with the way things are, and I don't want them to keep moving forward in this direction, or forward in the way that they have been going. So what do I need to do to get myself into a balanced and harmonious space? Which is then why you have the Jack of Clubs coming out, clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. You're going to be making some decisions on what it is you're trying to build in this lifetime right now. And the crazy thing is, the fire signs got the same kind of reading. I mean, it's a different pace, but the same theme, really reflecting on what it is you're building. The COVID-19 has forced us all into a space of introspection, and when you go in, you have no choice but to really see yourself and to evaluate. And you can choose to use the evaluation ultimately as something that makes you happy, and something that grounds you, and something that aligns you and moves you into a new space. Or you can choose to use this time and not take the knowledge and the wisdom that you receive and use it in an appropriate manner to move forward. But I do see that the water signs, a large chunk of you guys are like, I'm tired of my life being the way that it was. I'm tired of my relationships being imbalanced. I'm tired of feeling this way. I'm tired of the sadness. I'm tired of the heaviness. I'm tired of burden. So I need to really make some decisions on what it is that I'm building, and then take a leap of faith on creating a new foundation that is solid, and that is in alignment with who you want to be in this world, and that is in alignment with your new sense of values and the new sense of identity that you have formed. Because the reason that you're feeling so heavy, or feeling out of place, or feeling distant, or feeling any kind of way, is because you already know that you're playing yourself small. You already know that you're staying stuck in a cycle that no longer serves you. You already know some areas of life where you've needed to close some doors, and maybe you were afraid of closing them, and so you've constantly found yourself back in to a space of excuse me, you guys, you've already found yourself in this space of really knowing already the moves that you're needing to make, but maybe you've been afraid to make them. This week, I feel like for whatever reason, it hits you and you're like, I've got to make these moves. I've got to, boom, close out this cycle, which is why the Two of Clubs is clarified by the World. Like, the cycle is ending, and you have realized that this has been a long time coming, and so you can choose to go with the flow and allow it to end, or you can remain stagnant and stuck in a situation that doesn't feel good to you, and that ultimately you know isn't going to bring you happiness or fulfillment later on down the road. So it's almost like, why continuously waste time when you know where you're moving, and you know what you want, and you know what you're trying and hoping to gain? And so that's what I feel like you're really focusing on, is what do I want to gain from this? How do I want to move forward? What doors am I needing to close? What movement am I needing to make so that I can make sure that I'm getting exactly where I need to be? Because I'm done playing it safe. I'm done sitting here and being small to the world and not really focusing on what I need to do. So the World card is like, this is it. Close the door for once and for all. Walk away from what doesn't serve you for once and for all. Which is then why we finish up the week with the Ten of Spades, clarified by the Emperor and the Star card. You have been under a process of healing, and that is why so many things have come up to the surface for you, because when you are healing, you don't know what to heal if it's not revealed to you. And most of the time it is revealed to us through triggers, through relationships ending, or being cheated on, or through being abandoned by this person or that person. And so really coming face to face with some tragic ass situations, because that's what forces us to sit in our life firmly and to take a look at the stuff that's been happening around us, and to get in a space of, this isn't what I want. So in a sense, you're sat down so you can decide to take charge of your life when you stand back up. You move according to the goals and the visions that you have, but also trusting and knowing that the only way for you to have a life that you dream of is to heal those wounds of the situations and things that do not serve you, and to really fully ground and stand in a space now where you're in alignment with your own truth, where you're not afraid to look in the mirror and reflect on your life, and where you're not sitting in a space of feeling like you don't have a life that you've desired, or you're not in control of the things that you've created. You are in control. And so sometimes we're sat down to remember that we are in control of the situations that are happening. And so this week, water signs, the main thing that you're needing to really focus on is making a judgment on the way that you're going to utilize the messages that come into your life right now. Are you going to act on them and use them to build a bridge for a new life, like use them to build the bridge to cross over into that new life that you desire? Or are you going to stay stuck and use them to get back into the victim mentality, or feeling like, you're not in control of the situations that are here for you? So really, this is a week of you determining what exactly do you want from this life. Who do you want to be? Who do you want in your life? That being said, that's the end of our reading. Know that I'm sending everybody so much positive energy and so much positive light and love throughout this week. Know that I'm praying for you guys and sending constant blessings. And be sure to check out my Attracting Life Beyond Your Dreams Intro to Spirituality video series. I love y'all. Thank you for being here. Namaste.